Hey everyone, I'm getting ready to start on a new project, a new journal, I guess you would call it, even though it's a little different. This has been in the works for a couple of years. I've been collecting stuff for it, and I'll get more into that later. Let me show you what it is. I call it a reading log. I'm not sure what else it would be called. I don't know if I heard it called other things or not. But basically, it's just a journal that I use to keep track of books I've read. Now, this cover is an old book, and I haven't done a thing to it. And I love this stain on the front and everything. Mine's got 3 signatures in it, but basically, it's blank pages. And I have gone in here, and all this stuff here is from the original book. I just left it in there. And also, before I go any further, I'll show you. Here it is. I made a bookmark out of the spine of this book, the Ridgemont Riddle. So, anyway, reading log, blank pages, and I just gone in and written down what you can see. March 2020 is when I started mine. The books I've read, title, author, Ridgemont Riddle, right there. This book, I made this up. I didn't keep. So sometimes I'll tell why, sometimes I won't bother. It's just writing it, in there what I've done. And see, like I've got the journaling card, I've done a few things. It tells what I'm doing. I'm reading books I'm not sure I want to keep. The ones I keep are getting packed for our eventual move. And I should go in here now and say, well, we moved. And now I'm unpacking them. And I'm still reading and evaluating books. So anyway. So I have pockets in here with a few tags and journaling cards, but mainly it's just the books and what I think of them at the time, and sometimes I'll add little things like this page obviously had a place, there was no place to write, so I added my fussy journaling spot, and this is made out of variegated thread, and I think that's pretty cool, that thread. I don't know if you can tell or not, but anyway. Then I'll just add some sort of decoration. And this one, Masquerade in Venice, just happened to find a little Venetian gondola in a book I was getting rid of or something, or going through. So I added that picture. So you'll just see through here where I've written in there the date, the author title, what I think about it, just a little bit. I don't write much because I'm too busy getting on to something else. And this is clipped in. It's like a list of a series in all the books, and whether I have them, whether I've read them, whether I have the book or it's a Kindle version or whatever. And then these are a stamp I bought, and we'll hopefully find this in a minute, and it's a reading list. It says, gives you a place for the date, the title, the Great Pyramid, author, and I guess the date I read it, but I put it up there, and review of it, and I say good characters. So anyway, and then I just got little different things. And then I have some quotes in here. We could never learn to be brave and patient if there was only joy in the world. So not necessarily book related, but still means something. So anyway, you get an idea of what I've done. So on most pages, I've got some sort of little something glued in here. Like here's, this book belongs to Cindy Gately. That would be my maiden name. And this is a stamp, which we'll see in a minute. So just different things like different papers, mainly blank papers, but some, like this scrapbook paper, could be written over. To Kill a Mockingbird. This was in a Reader's Digest condensed book, and I had never read it. Shame to say. Retired school I ran, never read To Kill a Mockingbird. So I started reading it in this Reader's Digest and didn't get very far. I thought, okay, I'm loving this. So I said, forget the condensed version. I went and got the real thing and read it. So it didn't bother me to tear up that Reader's Digest version of it, and you'll see bits and pieces of it throughout here. But anyway, you get the idea of what this is. And this is not every book I've read since March. I would probably say it's about 2/3. I usually get busy, and I'm on to the next one. I forget to log it. And this one, Atlantis, takes place around Turkey and Russia and all. Russia. And I found that map, so just glued it in there. So just whenever you find anything that's got books. And here's Harper Lee. That was from that Reader's Digest condensed version. She wrote To Kill a Mockingbird. This is something I had a long time ago. This book belongs to, and you'll see that again in a minute. To Kill a Mockingbird. So anyway, this is as far as I've gotten. I've got this book waiting for me to put it in there, and I'll tell a little bit about the story about that book in a minute. I mean, this whole video is about books, so if you don't like books, you better just fast forward or go somewhere else. This was from the back of a book cover, so I thought, well, you know what? It's got some potential books you might want to read, so I just put it in there. Okay, in one of these signatures, okay, the thing I would do again, or differently, if I was making this again, and I am getting ready to make some, so I would put more pockets in. See, I left it mainly pages to write on, and that's great, but you can also double your writing space if you have a pocket and some tags in it. So you'll see I don't have many. I had one at the first, and that was about it. I mean, of course, I can still add pockets, and I will. I'm going to, but I didn't for the beginning here. And let's see, I wanted to show you here. This is in the second signature. It is an envelope, and I have glued it in and put some washi tape on it. And inside of it are pockets that I might use. See, I was just talking about pockets. And then little cutouts of books. There's some more cutouts. There's stickers with my name on it. This book belongs to. Epic Reads, community, you know, just different things that I might want to glue on the pages, because you saw all the stuff that I had glued in on the pages. So I keep them here, and then when I feel like, okay, I want something neat there, I'll come digging through my stash here, excuse me, here, and see what I have. So I want to keep this idea, but I don't like it being in the signature because I have to keep fumbling for it and looking for it. So I'm not sure. I mean, I could make it a pocket on the back or bag on the back, which probably would be smarter because it'd be easier to find. All right, here's a couple more things I'm going to put in my little envelope there. This was, I have a set of encyclopedias, and my mother had written, this is the book is the property of the Gately's. That was in there, and I just cut that out. And then I found this. You can't read it very well. Old Badge Detective, and it was from something, and I'll explain more about that, things like that, in a minute. But anyway, it's too dark to use on what I'm going to create, so I'm putting it in my stash. So anyway, leave that out. Okay, I was lucky that I found at a Goodwill this War and Peace. I don't know what to call them. It's a book that opens up to box. And I'm able to keep this in there, my log in there, and extra things that won't fit in the book, like, or just stuff I toss in there. Like that's Fenimore Cooper, Last of the Mohegans. Here's a library pocket, some borders, and just different pictures and things. And so a glue stick to glue the things in, and some charms, which I haven't put on yet. Okay, so I keep all that in my box. I wish I had more boxes to go with all the ones I'm going to make, but I do not. And I mean, you could buy new ones at like Hobby Lobby, but as far as finding them at Goodwills and all that, almost impossible. You can find some maybe, but they're small, too small. So I got lucky. War and Peace is big. So anyway, anything more I want to say about this? Maybe, I don't know. But it fits in there pretty good. There's my bookmark. There's another, what do you call it? This book belongs to thing. Let's talk about this book for a minute. This is an aside. I was going through my shelves, like I said. I've been going through and reading books that I haven't read and deciding, am I keeping this or not? So I said, where did this? I don't remember this one. So I thought, okay, it's a murder mystery, bookmarked for murder. I like the word bookmarked. So I started reading. I didn't get too far. And what was interesting about this, it says it's a proof copy received by Marion on July 30th, 2001. Well, Marion, of course, is the author here. So, okay, that's cool. So I'm reading, and I don't get very far. And there's a little post-it note. It was right here somewhere. It said 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay, and then here's 2 minutes and 3/4, 2 3/4 of a minute. And then it says more notes and stuff. Download to murder.topic at, I can't read the rest of it, something org. Okay, so I don't know. And here's another time thing. There was only some in the first chapter. Here's another one. So I don't know if they were timing how long it took to read the first chapter. Maybe they're thinking if they don't capture you within 5 minutes or something. I don't know. I thought that was interesting. So anyway, I'm reading through here, and then all of a sudden I realize, or they tell me, this takes place in Oklahoma. And I thought, aha, that's why I picked it up. I must have seen, yep, right here, small Oklahoma town. And I thought, well, that's why I picked it up. At the, obviously, I'm sure it was probably here in town at the, the Goodwill, the other thrift store there. Anyway, so I'm keep reading, and they mentioned going to Tulsa, which is cool. That's northeastern Oklahoma. I'm used to being southeastern, now I'm more south central maybe. And then just different little things. I can't remember. I know they mentioned Claremore once, which is near Tulsa. And if anyone's ever seen the movie Oklahoma, you've seen Claremore. If you remember, that's when Aunt Eller goes to the train station to get something that Will brought her back from Kansas City, and they do that big dance thing. He gets off the train there at Kansas City and does the big dance thing about Kansas City. The reason I know this because my husband was watching it just the other day, and I saw Claremore, and I thought, okay, I forgot it was Claremore. Anyway, so I keep reading, and then one of the fun things for me was it said, I guess it takes place it gives the name of the town. It's not a real town in Oklahoma. Yep, I had to look. And it said, it made you think, since the guy worked for the abstract company in town for Okemah County, that book takes place in Okemah County, which I knew immediately. There is no Okemah County in Oklahoma, but there is an Okemah, which is a town kind of in the center of the state. And first of all, my grandparents my grandmother, they both of them moved in. So both my grandparents lived there, met there, married there, had a family there, died there, or buried there in Okemah. And my mother was born there. My aunt still lives there, so I know Okemah. Also, Okemah is known for someone that you guys probably know. He was born there and moved away when he was, I don't know what age, but he could remember it. It was Woody Guthrie who wrote, I've gone blank. This land is your land, this land is my land. Anyway, so Okemah, I thought that was fun. So I thought, obviously, this book is taking place in northeast Oklahoma. And if you've ever looked at Oklahoma, we got the panhandle, then we pretty much are squarish, rectangular shape. And there's two roads that kind of dissect us. Here, this is Oklahoma, here's the panhandle. Two roads this way. This is I-35, goes to Dallas, and this is I-40, goes to eventually Nashville and Memphis, and I'm not sure what, Amarillo, and I think even Flagstaff, way out this way. So splits Oklahoma in quadrants pretty much. So I live in this quadrant. This book was taking place up here in the northeast quadrant, which is where Tulsa's at. So anyway, I'm reading it, and when I'm reading it, I'm thinking it kind of sounds like it's a sequel. Reads like it's a sequel. Usually you can tell because there's a lot of background with the characters and their interaction. It's not just like, I'm from so-and-so, and here's my parents, and here's what I did for a living, and all that sort of stuff. It's the interaction between the characters, like they have a history with one another. That usually tells you, hey, this is a sequel. So when I finished reading it, I thought, I'm going to see if there's another book ahead of this one. And anyway, so I looked up the author and the title, and I was wrong. It is not a sequel. It's the first of a series of 4. But anyway, the author is, on the author's website, and it might have told me where to go with the website. I'm not sure. It said, different things, her books. So I looked at her books, and I don't know what all it had on there, but then it said tour, Marion's tour or something like that. And I thought, oh good, maybe she tours through Oklahoma telling what spots she picked for the book or whatever, or the series. So I clicked on tour. Well, it was her tour when she would do speak at groups. And the last one, like 2021 obviously, was blank. 2020, she had one in February. It was at Norman, Oklahoma, which is in the central part of Oklahoma, right in here. And then I noticed, like in 2018, No, it was 19. She was in Durant, Oklahoma. I'm like, well, that's cool. She came to the library here. I live just, 2 miles north of Durant. And I'm like, that's really cool. I wish I'd have been here. And then I noticed, that was in September, and then I noticed she was also here in October. I thought, well, wow, that's cool. They must have liked her. It may have been at 2 different places, I'm not sure. And then I noticed she was in Denison, Texas. And I thought, wow, Denison, Texas is just like 10 miles across the border into Texas, obviously, Texas. So it's about 20 miles from here. And I thought, So anyway, I get to look at more, and then it has, you can contact the author. It's got her P.O. box. It's Durant, Oklahoma. So she lives here in Durant. So I thought that was kind of cool because I knew she was an Oklahoma person by reading the book, but I was thinking northeastern Oklahoma, and she's really down here in southeastern. So I thought, aha. And it even told her P.O. box. So I thought, I'd go hang out at her P.O. box at the post office and see if I ever see her. But anyway, that's a big, long story just because it was something that was cool, because you're just sitting there reading a book and all of a sudden you realize the author probably lives 5 miles from you. So anyway, so what are we doing? I showed you all my stuff. Took too long talking about that. But I have some covers that I've been collecting. And unfortunately, I can't say no, right? So I have this many. I have anything I could find that had something to do with books or reading or something. Book of Heroes. This one's a really old one. Classic 7th Reader. Here's the Laidlaw Readers. This one's just blank, so we could set this one aside, but I might have uses for it. This one I haven't decided on either. It was, we had that. I actually bought this in, oh, this is the encyclopedia. This is another one, the next one. Okay, this one I bought at an antique store. Of course, it had pages in it, and I don't know, I've put them somewhere. But I may or may not use this one. I was thinking the whole time, I don't know if you can see how it's embossed, rubbing it with gold and making that stand out. Part of me wants to make it into a Halloween journal because it looks kind of creepy, so we'll see about that one. This is the one I was thinking of. I bought it at the thrift store here before we ever moved. They had a whole box of them, and man, oh man, see, this is volume 5. I wanted, once I got home and looked at it, I want the rest of these. But, of course, the time I got back, they didn't have any more. But is this not perfect for a journal? Once again, gold on it to bring out that embossing. And then I have this one. It says it's a real book. So this one I keep gluing the cover. I glue it too loose or too tight. So we're going to work on it some more too. A real book. So, of course, I wanted that one. And then this one says it's another reader. And then this one's Stories to Remember. So anyway, I like these readers because I thought, you're reading, right? So anyway, I have all of these covers. Plus, oh no, we're not done. I ordered this, and I wish I could remember the name of the lady. And when I go to use it, I'll dig it out because it's in my Etsy stuff. It's a machine embroidery. And I think Gail had shown this lady stuff. And I thought, let me go look. And it had this one with the book with the flowers coming out. Oh my gosh, my 2 favorite things. So had to buy it. So anyway, and it's on coffee dyed paper. And this, I kept up with this. It tells how to take care of it, but I didn't keep up with who made it. Okay, and then I found this, and I have not read this book. We're not going to read this book. It's just not my thing, but it says A Land of Stories, and wouldn't that make a great cover? So this cover's coming off, and it's going to be put on, like, maybe that green book. Put on it like that as a cover, or maybe do the binding thing. I don't remember what it's called. I have one. I haven't ever used it yet. Also, I have this book. It was on my shelves. I read it twice, and twice was enough because it's just no. I mean, yeah. I can't, to tell you what I disliked about it would go into too much details, but it's not. I'm not keeping it. So, but I am keeping the cover because I make a great cover. Okay, so we got all these covers. Who knows how many I'll get done. There's not a whole lot to them as far as mainly blank pages, but we'll see. Because I am going to add more pockets and tags. Okay, maybe those won't fall. All right, now, all the stuff I've been collecting. I had this green tub, and this was only half this full before I started this video. I just been collecting stuff since probably March of 20, so a little over a year. And I put it in here, thinking one of these days I'm gonna do a log. And I made my own, loved it. So that, okay, keep collecting. Then when it came, of course, you know, stuff got piled here, piled there, over here stuff. I didn't have it all in here. So when I actually got serious about doing these journals, I couldn't find it all. I found a lot of it, but then I thought, I know I've got more stuff. I totally had forgotten it was in the green tub. After using that green tub for a year, you know, like March of 2021, my brain goes crazy because it was just part of the move. So anyway, I finally found it. I stuffed it all in here except what's in here and what's in here. And there may be a few stray pieces here and there in the room, but this is the bulk of it. So let's talk about stamps first. Yes, I haven't quit talking about stamps. And I mean, I haven't quit buying the stamps. There's more buried in here. I have 2 die sets that I've bought, and one of them has stamps, but I'm not sure exactly where that's at right now. I'll find it. After I finished the last journal, I really went and started rearranging and cleaning and moving stuff and getting rid of stuff. And I'm still going to continue that. So this may be a long journal process because I need to do some more rearranging and cleaning because I kind of, you know, stopped in the middle. So things are kind of teetering behind me, but it is better. And I found my my box. Okay, stamps. This one's one I got at Hobby Lobby. Oh boy, I don't know what it is. I don't know if they have names. Hero Arts, and it's a bookshelf. And it's a big stamp, and it takes a lot to stamp it because you got ink, a lot of it. But you probably saw that in one of my book. I had one printed out in blue. Okay, I have had this forever and a day, and it's from copyright Donald somebody, Fork Stamps, 1986. It says Junior High Library. Don't pay any attention to that. Okay, bookmarks. My Place. It's a little dog in a doghouse. This is the one I showed you. This book belongs to, and it's got the line. I put this in here. It has nothing to do with books, but I thought I would include some quotes so you can read that one. And that's a Hobby Lobby stamp. And then this one, I've had it forever too. It's a cat reading a book, laying down in the grass. It says, "This is the life." And that's some of my stamps. So I'm trying to keep them all together, even though they really don't fit in this little tub. We're gonna have to move on from that. Okay, now what I want to do in the bulk of this video is sort through this stuff. And I don't know how many covers I have. Let me count real quick. Oh, I'm gonna make this a cover too, I think. Bookmark for Murder. Why not, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Uh-oh, we're at 13. That can't happen. So we're going to make 14 piles. So what my thought was, I don't know how I'm going to work this out, is I have that's in pile 1, that's in pile 2. This is the same, pile 2. Here's pile 3, 4, 5, like that sort of thing. I would try to put, that's a lot of books, 15. I said 13, now I'm up to 15. So this is not necessarily book related, but it's decoration related. So, okay. You know what? I am going to clear off a cart so I can put this tub to my side because I'm going to need all this desk space, and I will piece these videos together. So I'll see you in just a second. Okay, I'm back, and I've cleared up a little space, probably not enough. And I know I'm going to start overlapping these things after a while. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is torn from a page, Durant Senior Library. Oh, I'll use it. A little thing that says Ballantine Reader Circle. And let me talk about that real quick. Let's see, I had that and I moved it. I went to, oh yeah, I didn't show you that stuff. Where's it at? We'll get to that later. Okay, we'll get to this later. Stuff everywhere. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I need, say, 4 here. And I know you can't see all that, I don't think. Close to it, but I've got all these piles. This is a faux stamp made with reading is dreaming with your eyes open. That is a stamp that's somewhere hidden with all my the die cuts. Okay, found this in my stash. A little bitty journaling card. I mean, not journaling card, borrower's card. I have washi tape. This is one, and it's real sparkly. And when I get to the tags, I'll show you what it looks like. And this is something from a Spine large print. It's got the Spine label. So I'm going to make that in two different piles. I don't know if you can see that right here. Okay, now more of those things I'm going to talk about later because I don't know what to do with it. A used book. I think it says New York Times best-selling author. Oop, it already has that, and this has two things already, so I'll put it there. There's another big #1 New York Times bestseller. Another one of those, another used. This is where I put all this stuff as I cut it out, so you're going to see duplicates. Then I had some of these that say mystery on them, so I cut some of those, and a withdrawn. Gotta have that. And then a larger one of those large print things. Okay, withdrawn. Here's a large print. I don't think I've shown that yet. Large print, St. Martin's Press. And some of these I did not alter because I just print them out to see. And then, of course, if I print them out, I'm not going to waste them. So, oh, I love this one, Discard. And it's got the name of the book, The 100 Dresses. Someday I'll talk about that book, too. But I won't do but one book discussion at a time. This already has that, so I'm skipping it. And I'll put this big romance one there. Okay, little pieces you've already seen. Try not to duplicate, but if I do, and I probably will at some point, it's okay. Let's see, I think I dropped off here. There's the romance one. Yep, you've seen that. Okay. And this one, you've seen it. Seen it. Oh, you haven't seen the historical one. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop the video again. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm back. I'm sorry. All right, I still have my 14 piles here. I know you can't see them all, but maybe you can see enough to get an idea of what I'm doing. These things are gonna be used to decorate tags and pockets, obviously, and also I'm just gonna put it in like a little, I don't know what you would call it, the stash bag, the goodie bag, the whatever you want to call it, that goes with it, so that you get keep glue stick handy. When you write in about a book, you glue in a little picture, whatever. I bought these with a bag of cards, I think, and it says this book belongs to. And I moved my camera up just a little bit. They're perforated, so we can have more than one. So these are basically bookmarks. So those are pretty cool. And here's fall ones, but we don't care about this. The seasons in this. And then here's Christmas ones. So I think, I can't remember, it was in a bag of envelopes and cards, and I guess I had probably seen these in there, so that's why I bought it. So okay, today I'm reading. It was from a book. It was a full page, and it had all these different types of things to fill out, and it was for like a Bible study, and you were supposed to write whatever. And I just like the hard ones. Since it says the word reading, I grabbed all of those out and put them in this stash. A tag I made out of some images I found a long time ago. I just have collaging on the back, so that gets that. Okay, I think I'm going to leave these in here for now. It's the borrower's cards. I bought this at a scrapbook store, and of course I had to have it when I saw it because it's a borrower's card. So I'm going to set that. I'll put it with the stamps because I'm definitely going to use them in here, but I don't want to take the time to rip them out right now. So okay, another journaling card that's got collage background and picture books. Get the right side up, and a little, I don't know, thing from a book binder, and it'll be in one of the pockets. This I may have to reshuffle some of these things because this is from a scrapbooking kit, and the thing I said a while ago about where are those at, I haven't showed you yet. That stuff, it's the different digital kits I'm going to use, which is a big piece of, not to remember to show you, but anyway, journaling card. And here's another one. This was wallpaper wallpaper, not wallpaper, watercolor paper. I'd never used it before. I'm not an artist, so yeah, made it into a tag. So anyway, there's that. My piles are getting big. Oh, it's the wrong stack right here. Okay, I have a whole stack of tags because I had divided the tags out earlier, so you're just going to see a bunch of them. I won't take the time to describe every one of them. You'll just see where I've used some of these things that were on the spines and made little tags out of them. Very simple little tags. This, one of the digital kits I'm going to use is Edgar Allan Poe, and I thought this one would be great because look, you can see this guy here. He's carrying that woman. I don't know if you can see that or not, and it's just real creepy looking. So, and then I used the word read a little bit throughout all this. You'll see it, and I got that from pixelscrappers.com, and I figured you can color it in yourself. So where was I? I was at this Christmas one. I'm not sure we want Christmas and Edgar Allan Poe, so I'll put that there, and I'll put this one in the Christmas one. Okay. And like I said, I will be shuffling this stuff around as I see things that aren't really appropriate. So to me, that would be Edgar Allan Poe-ish, so I'll add that. Here's another one. And here's that washi tape I said I would show you again when it's spread out. You can't, I don't know if you can tell or not, it's glittery, and I thought it went perfect with that. I think we're here. Some more things just made into a tag. I made a whole bunch of these. You saw the video maybe, these file folders, and I made a bunch of them that were book related. Except that one's not necessarily, but we're including it anyway. There's another one. I had a few more, which you may remember seeing. I like that one. And then I had this purple tag, which, why not? Okay. Here's another one of those with that image on it. And this. And I have a blank one. Okay. Put that there. I have this blank too. Okay, everything that's in here we're putting somewhere. Okay, I'm not going to put these in though because I did a master board of just different book pages and I cut it up to make tags, so we're just going to wait on that. So I'll put it with those other things. Okay, we're back to this. Where was I? I think, oh boy, see, it's easy to lose. These are just a bunch of old books, picture of old books. I don't think it may have been from Pixel Scrappers, and there's also is it Pixabay or something like that. It's a website you can get free images from. This is a post-it note I found. It's probably in one of those bags I get at the thrift store. Southeastern Public Library System of Oklahoma. Okay, I'll take them. There's a bunch. So we'll just give one to every stack. And, oops, sorry if I hit the camera. My stand up is guaranteed I'm going to hit the camera. This would just be something you could glue over a page that might have writing on it that you don't want. And it's a good size, for me at least, to write up a book because I'm not going to write a whole bunch. Okay, and that's it. So every one of them got one at least. Okay. Moving on to the stack. We probably will have to cut this video short because I got so much stuff. All right, another one of those. This is a, what do you call these things? It goes in your fortune cookie. It's a fortune cookie. A closed mind is like a closed book. Perfect, thank you for that. More images. I think I already have one of those in that stash, so let's add this. This has a chapter heading, so I had pulled it, and you'll see several of those here. So we'll just use them to decorate tags, if nothing else. I don't know. There's a big 37 chapter. Here's that Reading is Dreaming with Your Eyes Open. It's a stamp that I have. I showed you earlier. Here's some more washi. I think you can kind of see that that's a bookshelf, or yeah, a shelf worth of load of books, just like the other one, except this one's sparkly. So I think I have one more too. All right, here's another chapter, another set of books. Here's another what I'm reading. This book belongs to, not sure where I got it, somewhere in my stash. Okay, this is a stamp. I think I have The, maybe I should keep it like this. I have the thing that cuts it out, I think. Maybe I won't cut these yet. The die that cuts these out, I think. So let me put it over here. Okay, another digital stamp, and it's just a book. It's hard to see that that's an open book. At least to me, it's an open book. All right, some more of these. And another chapter. That one, it might have the die too. It's an open book. The page is flapping, so. Same way here. I'm just gonna wait and check because I know, I don't remember what die comes with that set. This is a bookshelf. Somewhere. Pixabay Scrappers probably. I think I ended there, so we're here. I have scraps of fabric in here for some reason. Why not add them? And I was probably thinking green book cover. This is like the contents page, so maybe we can do something with that. This is a picture from a book that has books, so thank you much. Oops, I'm losing things. I had cut out one of those books already, so we'll just use that. Oops, no, it goes here. And a chapter 6, a bookmark, so of course we got to keep it. And I have a bunch of something cut out here. Oh, a bunch of these. So we'll just be kind to everybody and give them. This is just a blown up picture. I had started writing down about the digital kits. I don't think I got these little individual things though. Pretty sure it's Pixabay Scrappers though. Okay, here's a bunch of. Reading is my happy place. I just did a whole page worth of those, so we should have plenty. And we haven't even gotten to a big part of all this. Can be here for a while. So, I'm not sure how long this is. 10 minutes. I'm just going to keep going, right? Okay, and I have some reeds cut out. So I think by the time I piece all these videos together, we're going to be at a pretty long video. So what I'm going to do, I have a small one and a large one, and I don't know if everybody got one of those, so I'm going to skip ahead and do that. Labels, haven't got those cut out yet. Okay. Skip ahead. We're going to work down to this. Oh, there's my, I found my folders. I think I'm going to start the next video with those folders. I think I was there. These are those French fry bags. I thought we can decorate that. I found the folders and I wanted to show you, but I think I'm going to start the next video with that because I don't want this to be too long. I have more French fry bags, so I'll add those. Okay, so I'm stopping the video and I will start with the digitals in the next video. So I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.